All right, coming at y'all with a different format today. I'm proud of myself, but I need more than 3 minutes to talk to y'all about this. This field notes right here. It's my 36 field note that I completed. I asked myself if I can get it done in 5 days. The answer is yes. Yes, I can. And I'm not going to fully go into like all the details of everything in here because there's a lot of personal day-to-day stuff. But this set up the idea of, can I fill up a field notes in 24 hours? Now, when I did this one, I still had a full-time job. And when I came up with the idea to do 24 hours for filling up a single field notes, I'm now a stay-at-home mom. I work from home now. So I have time on my hands to explore crazy ideas, which is kind of important to have that time because it took me 2 days to mentally recover from trying to fill up a field notes in 24 hours. And here's that field notes. So this one is my 41st field note that I accomplished. And it was a lot of fun. I actually had recorded the whole process, but in the end I realized I didn't really like it. So it'll be good editing practice, and who knows, I may still release it, but I just wanted to give you guys a walkthrough of what you can come up with in 24 hours of trying to fill up 48 pages. So the first part is my Pharaoh manifesto, and it says extended because the first one I wrote is in here. So yes, this is top secret and then more top secret because it didn't fill up the entire, the post-it note didn't cover the entire thing. And this was my rubric. These were the things that I had to follow. Like these are the bare minimum things that I had to do. And I did have my 3 points, but I just wanted to put this back in here. So I came up with the idea June 10th and I went through with it June 14th through June 15th. And so started off with, post-it note with a, hold on, that's not right. Fixed it. Okay. So started off with sticky note with quotes on it. And I just had a good time writing through it. It was really fun. I kept telling myself that failure was not an option, and it felt like at a certain point I was going to fail because my 2-year-old completely decided to be as much of a toddler as possible. So I wrote down, these were the last 3 books I recently read, and they absolutely wrecked me. I now need to do one on So Late in the Day by Claire Keegan because those 3 short stories wrecked me too. Antarctica had me staring off into space. I forgot I was at a trampoline park with my kids and I was just devastated with the way that story ended. I'm still devastated. But it was just a lot of fun. What does this say? Yes, I had prompts. ChatGPT had to give me a prompt, and then Gemini had to give me a prompt. I know a lot of people have their opinions about AI. I personally don't mind using it because it's literally artificial intelligence. And I love arguing with ChatGPT. So I had like 5 of these, and I had to write a quote on it of some sort. That was fun. Oh, I like keeping up with where I'm at on my subscribers. I like seeing growth, and it's also a reminder to me to stop talking myself out of things that I want to do because I'm really good at that. So words to describe writers. It's nothing serious as words to describe readers. It was basically, this whole challenge was basically me pulling myself out of my comfort zone and just finding things that I can do. I started this on the wrong page, so I just, whatever, we'll just black it out. I don't even remember what it was supposed to be at that point. I just know that it wasn't supposed to be on that page. It was supposed to be this, words to describe writers. And I had skipped a page because this setup was for the prompt that Gemini gave me. I'm not gonna lie, Gemini kind of annoys me. I like ChatGPT more. Copilot's kind of cool. Claude, I can rock with Claude, but ChatGPT is my go-to, especially because I can argue with it and it dishes my personality right back. This I did with my left hand. Wrote this whole thing out with my left hand because my right hand was killing me. At this point in the challenge, I did not take into consideration that my back would hurt, my shoulder would hurt, my hand would hurt, my wrist would hurt. Everything that could hurt, it was hurting. And that's the challenge. I had to keep pushing through. So I know I took like a little bit of a break because I'd write the times, and then when I'm writing everything, and this is usually how I typically format most of my field notes. I'll write the time that I'm writing my entry and then whatever it is. And if it's something pertaining to this thought, I'll just put it in a different color. So you're still seeing a little bit of how I work through my right through my field notes. We were also watching Harry Potter. My husband and I are going through all the Harry Potter movies again, and I spelled Weasley wrong. Now, at this point, I was on my second buzzball, so I'm surprised I was even spelling things correctly, because alcohol, tired, and physically in pain, not a really good combination. Still had fun though. And then I have all of these like stickers with quotes on it, and sometimes I will literally like look at the quote, like I'll grab them at random and I'll slap it in the field notes, and sometimes my conclusion is I have no idea what this is saying. And then this is where I did the staple day. I do a collage, and then I'll show you the one from my 5-day challenge. That was the collage I did in this one, but I tried taping paper down first so that way the staples didn't poke through, and it ended up becoming more of an issue. I won't do that again, that's for certain. And then we kept going. I've grabbed more stickers to put in. Another quote: I'm surviving this dumbass idea. Hooray. Yeah, I am. I actually survived it. I got 5 hours of sleep too. I saw this in one of the magazines. I'll go to the library and buy magazines for like they're 50 cents a piece. And some of them I'll buy specifically to cut up to do art journaling and collages. And I like this photo, so I just had to put it in there. And then fabulous, because yes, it was absolutely fabulous. And at this point, it was Monday. So I got 28 pages done on Sunday, and that left the remaining 20 for Monday. And I had a lot of fun. My husband this was on his screen for something, I don't know, but I liked it, so I grabbed onto it and wrote a quick little poem. I'm not a really big Mountain Dew person, but if I see Baja on the label, I'm grabbing it because all their Baja stuff is really nice. This is just more things to do. I think I gave myself my to-do list of what I had to finish to get through all of this. And yep, property of questionable decision making. My toddler, my 2-year-old, got a hold of my label maker and was printing stuff out. So I was like, you know what, let's just use this. This right here was pretty hilarious because I was tired and sitting in McDonald's throwing a temper tantrum because they couldn't give me my receipt. And this song, Love Over Glory by Xenodophia, was playing. And so I had to write that down. And that song has been on repeat on Spotify since I heard it. So sometimes sitting in McDonald's, it pays off. Got my sticker number to prove that sometimes a questionable decision in breakfast is perfect for questionable decisions and challenges. And then I put some of the bag in here as a collage because it quickly took up another page. Then I decided ambitious to-do list. Laundry is very ambitious in our household, at least successfully getting it all done. And then I decided to write down the books that I recently checked out from the library. I have a lot of books that I've checked out from the library. And then I forgot one. I was using it for something. The Christie Affair by Nina de Gramont. And it's a Reese's book club. Typically, if I see anything that has like a Reese's book club or Oprah book club or something on it, there's another one. If I see that, I'll automatically want to read the book. Checking my stats for that date, not much change, but the views change, so that lets me know people are watching. I'm not that boring. And then I wrote down top bookstores in the United States, and I just wanted to know what they were. And now I feel like I need to just take a road trip to Portland, New York, Los Angeles, Austin, San Francisco, and Concord, Massachusetts. And then, yes, I saw this on Facebook and it made me laugh because my husband and my best friend are like the two people that I feel that way the most with. And then I also wanted to, one of my goals was to plan a day trip to New Orleans. And then I came across this blog that had like the top 13 coffee shops in New Orleans. And so now I basically am just planning my my day trip in New Orleans around coffee. We just have a few more things. And this is like where the victory dances started, because I realized that I had 2 hours to go and I finished at 10:15. So I had an hour and 41 minutes to spare when I did this. And then this last page is a potential video idea because my daughter wants me to do some paintings to put in the living room. But if I'm going to do that, then I also need it to be book related. And that means that I have to read, because I can't just do something simple like paint. No, I have to turn it into a challenge. So that is what 24 hours in the field notes looks like, because 5 days in the field note wasn't enough. I don't know. I think I might do something crazy like, can I fill one up in 12 hours next? But that would be some serious planning and some serious prompts that I have to do. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I probably will actually start planning. You know what? I'm going to start planning to do a field notes in 12 hours. Okay. Thank you for sticking with me this far. Bye.